Southeast Texas Weekly, brought to you by the Modern Vein Surgery Institute at Privity Clinic for Surgical Care.
Hello, and welcome back to Southeast Texas Weekly. I'm Kevin Steele. So great to have you here to talk politics once again, and joining me to do so, Dr. Brian Babin, the Republican nominee for the 36th Congressional District. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you,
We
Kevin.
appreciate very much that you've had the time to come by. I know you're very busy in the campaign, running around, doing a lot of stuff, so it's always great to have you. The Woodville dentist, well, a lot of people know you already, so I won't even have to go into that. I won't have to spend the time.
This is my hometown.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is the hometown guy. Give me a view on this matter of the border crisis. If you were to win in the fall in the general election, you would be entrusted with, in part, handling these major issues affecting the American people. Among them, this border crisis.
Yes.
As you know, the surge of immigrants across the border, many from Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, the Central American nations, as opposed to the former Mexican immigrants. The president has asked for $3.7 billion to handle this surge. Good idea, bad idea? How would you vote in Congress if this were posed to you?
This is a, to say the least, it's a humanitarian crisis of huge proportions.
Many of them children, unaccompanied children on the
Many
border.
of them children. And it's simply a crisis that is there because of the lack of enforcement of our immigration law that's already on the books. And quite frankly, I'm hearing the president say that the Republicans and that the Congress needs to pass immigration reform. And my thought there is that the law has been on the books since 1986, signed by President Ronald Reagan, and it simply is not being enforced. And I think the lack of enforcement has created this problem. I've got friends in law enforcement, DPS officers and game wardens who are down there, either just got back or some of them are down there at this time and have texted me photographs. And it is incredible to see what's going on there.
Heartbreaking what's happening to the children, in fact. Peggy Noonan, a writer for the Wall Street Journal, recently wrote on this subject. And let's take a look at that full screen now to get a better picture of what Peggy Noonan is writing. She says America is the house that is both falling apart and under new stress. Those living within it, those most upset by what they're seeing, know America has big, big problems. She went on to say in our next full screen, they know America can't pay its bills. They fear we're living on the fumes of greatness. There's every sign he, the president, let the crisis on the border build to put heat on Republicans, and also went on to say that the little children in great danger, holding hands, staring blankly ahead, are pawns in a larger game run by adults. How cold do you have to be to use children, as Peggy Noonan writes? What's your view of this matter of whether the president in some way has allowed this to happen with the Deferred Action for Childhood Immigrants memorandum he wrote and other issues that seem to be emerging in the media? Do you believe, in fact, that this president actually wanted a humanitarian crisis on the border, as Peggy Noonan seems to believe?
Well, I have it's hard to determine what the truth is, but according to some information that I got, that the administration had requested transportation funding for 65,000 illegal immigrants back in February. Don't know if that's true or not. I'm just telling you that's what I heard. And this is a crisis that has been created by, again, I will say it, by a lack of enforcement of the border laws that we have on the books right now.
And you're not alone in that. Democratic Congressman Henry Cuellar believes that the president should have gone to the border while visiting Texas, said that he had time to play pool, and called it bizarre that the president would not go to the border for that reason, to say, look, I am here at the border telling immigrants from the Central American nations in large part, don't come to the United States. There will not be this amnesty that we've talked about in the past. You seem to agree with that?
I do agree with that, and I am totally opposed to amnesty. You know, when I hear the president say that we have a broken immigration system that is badly in need of reform, and I'm thinking, if he's not enforcing the laws that are on the books right now, is there any reason to believe that he would enforce the law of a brand new immigration reform bill? And so I'm very troubled to think that yes, we do have a badly broken down immigration system, but it's simply because we are not enforcing the law.
Yeah, yeah. You, and I just have a few moments for this. Having gone through the Republican nomination and having won the Republican nomination, it was a hard-fought battle. You were outspent at least 3-1. Give us an overall observation of the race so far.
Well, I'm very proud that that the folks here in Southeast Texas turned out overwhelmingly. We had up in the 60 percentile of Southeast Texas. We won 8 out of 9 counties in the runoff. We won 8 out of the 9 counties in the primary as well. So I'm very proud to say that East Texas turned out and voted for a dentist from Tyler County in Woodville, Texas, to represent them in Congress.
One of the folks.
That's right, and I'm very proud to have been the beneficiary of all those people's confidence.
Well, we really appreciate you coming in and talking with us today, and of course we'll see you throughout the rest of this race, and we'll have more of the panel coming back here on Southeast Texas Weekly in just a moment. Stay close.